You spend 10 minutes writing the perfect prompt, hit enter, and watch the AI generate an incredibly detailed, comprehensive response. It looks great, right up until you notice one glaring error sitting right in the middle of it. When you see that mistake, the immediate instinct is to wipe the slate clean. You highlight the text, hit delete, and start a completely fresh chat to try again. But throwing away a close but not quite draft is an inefficient use of your time and token limits. The AI already has the context of what you want. It just stumbled on the execution. Take a look at this generated business plan. The factual content in the first and second paragraphs is exactly what we need, but this third paragraph is completely irrelevant to our industry. Instead of re-explaining the entire task from scratch, we are going to use a 3-tool framework to salvage these near-myth outputs in seconds. This means shifting from acting like a typist, hoping the machine gets it right on the first try, to acting like a director, harnessing the context the AI has already built. The first tool in this framework is the precision correction. This technique requires isolating the exact line or bullet point that failed and addressing it directly. Many users reply with a vague semantic that try again old guesses. What forces the model to guess which part of its previous output you actually disliked, putting the good parts at risk. Instead, point directly to the floor. If the AI gives you a list, you reply with a prompt like, "The third bullet contradicts the first. Fix the third bullet only." Ghost diagram shows the difference in approach. On the left, a generic complaint gives the AI no clear direction. On the right, the targeted command tells the machine exactly what to change and what to leave alone. By instructing it to fix only the third bullet, you anchor the model to the successful parts of its previous output. It knows it doesn't need to reinvent the rest of the list. The result is an immediate, surgically updated response. The tone and logic you liked in the original draft stay perfectly intact. This method keeps you firmly in control. It provides the human-in-the-loop oversight required to maintain technical accuracy without doing all the heavy rewriting yourself.
Sometimes
The problem isn't a fact health. The deal is correct. The presentation made long or the flying is wrong makes it unusual with your odds. These
cases
you've been seen answer feeling. It's nice to marry and style without risking the data you already verified. Do not turn so thou law to white up. You
isolate
unvariable like the length while keeping the rest of the system's
dictionary.
You can say, keep your exact same answer, but format it as a bulleted list. Or use the same facts, but rewrite them in a conversational tone. Flinging your prompt this way sets a strict boundary. It tells the AI not to searching its database to invent new, unverified information. By isolating how the information is presented from what the information has, you reach a usable, professional final product much faster. Our third scenario is trickier. This is the weak output problem, where a response feels logically thin, but you might not be enough of an expert in the subject to pinpoint the exact error. Here, you use the self-critique prompt. You ask the allow to list the weaknesses in its own response, and then tell it to rewrite the draft to solve those specific
Issues.
Because AI models, though improbably in pattern, they often have an internal map of where their own training data is thin or contradictory. If you don't challenge the model, you run the loss of accepting a hallucination, where the AI presents false information using a highly confident tone. This documentation highlights the accuracy problem. It notes that AI tools predict what words appear together, producing natural-sounding text, but do not verify information as factual. The main takeaway: AI-generated text must always be fact-checked against credible, up-to-date sources. By forcing the AI to conduct a self-audit before you accept the draft, you bring those hidden
Uncertainties to the surface.
You that to make email act as its own editor. Now that we have our through pieces, we need to text out the anti-pattern, a common user command that actually degrades the AI's performance dead footnote. That command is the phrase, "Are you for?" It is a completely information-free prompt. When you ask an AI if it is sure, you trigger a defensive response. The model will apologize and frequently change a perfectly correct answer just to appease you. This chart breaks down the better alternatives. Instead of asking, "Are you sure?" ask the AI for confidence rating or instruct it to show its step-by-step reasoning. That leads to logical verification instead of defensive hallucination. Let's look back at our initial business plan draft. By applying the precision correction, adjusting the formatting variables, and running a self-critique, we salvage the document in 3 easy steps. These tools prevent the frustration of throwing away good work. They maximize the value of your initial plot and get you to reliable without starting over. Step 1 is learning how to fix these outputs. Next, we will cover how to prevent these errors from happening in the first place through advanced persona prompting.